I saw a post recently or noted particular phrase. It was in the post. It was speaking about how food is for pleasure. Okay. And the way we have related with food throughout the ages currently. That's kind of true because the saturated markets we were born into, the economies and the availability. We were bred to live to eat, to enjoy food. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't enjoy food. I'm suggesting that we should be enjoying everything that we do. Because if we're not, well, that just means we're learning. But if you can enjoy learning, then you never stop having fun. So, the taste buds, as opposed to, metabolic receptors within the body, to cells, organs. So, we learn to just happily plod along at root chakra level, just only really concerned with staying above water, exploring our true identity. Anyway, this video is not about that. My diet is changing. I'm being forced to question what I'm putting in my body because ignorance is bliss, only up until the point of disaster. And some things you can't ignore. And it is a wise one who considers everything that enters the consciousness, the physicality. So, if food was for pleasure, it's best not to mix business and pleasure, really. Hey? And the business, the work, we are here as stewards of a sentient realm. And all constituent parts, we are here to take care of this planet and each other. I had a startling epiphany. And it was shocking to the degree that it altered something within me and my chemistry, my reasoning, the way that I am able to see life. I have known for some time that I am supposed to. That's not to say we all should, because I can only speak for me as per my experience. And I can no longer eat meat, cannot do it, will not do it. And no, as somebody asked me recently, well, what about fish? What about prawns? Anything that was alive? The moment it stops being alive, it no longer is my concern. I'm here for life. People don't understand, because eating meat for a whole lifetime, not just meat, but the whole prescribed diet, it disconnects people from themselves. But I'm talking specifically about the agricultural industrial complex. The kidnap, the murder, the separation, the trauma, the sadness, the anxiety, the greed, the malice, bloodletting rituals, the Old Testament. We get our energy from the source. When I was heavily into eating meat, and by that I mean I just ate anything because I was just scrubbling about in the gutter, trying to stay alive. And the density helped me from disassociating entirely and being away with the fairies. But time and a place, and awareness is key. I was in Buxton, cleansing myself, being in a space with a spring of healing water. And I was there for a month or so and drinking the water daily, and I had an encounter where I walked into a park there, a lovely park, and it was just getting dark, and I was in this kind of fugue state, like in between, kind of hazy. There wasn't much light left, and she walked past me in the shadows, and she was pushing a pushchair, this lady. Her spirit said to me, "Wash the blood clean," and I knew what she meant. And I wasn't quite able to give up meat, or at that time, but coming to Glastonbury, this message solidified itself in my awareness. And so I haven't eaten meat for don't even know how long now. It doesn't even matter. I don't want to think about it because I'm angry and upset at myself and all humans to some degree, and that's just a little grieving process that I'm working through. But here's the rub. Humans are not omnivorous, or they're not carnivores. Carnivores kill and eat when they are hungry. Oh, alright, they might drag a carcass up a tree, but they don't preserve food. They don't go and find a place in the Kalahari Desert where somebody has shrink wrapped a body part of an animal so that we can't see it for what it is. Creatures that eat rotting flesh are called necrovores. Like zombies. Blood. Yeah. Because to eat something is to agree to it. Obviously. There's an old world that is dying out. And supermarkets is part of that. Do you think we should just carry on the way things are? Do you not see that natural disasters are all a symptom and a consequence of man's unnatural disaster, aka our collective attempt at heaven on earth? And murder is a part of it. Ritualistic murder is a part of it. But I need meat, protein. Yeah. What you say it is what it is. You get to experience what you claim the reality is. So you just recycle what other people say, if you want. Or you could tap into your own conscience, your soul, the mind of your heart. You know, a lot of indigenous tribes, well, they don't eat meat, do they? But they might receive the body of a deer in the harsh months to sustain a village. Because they grow their own. Everything they need, they grow. Fruit. Structured water. H3O2 as opposed to H2O. Water plus. Fruit is living light. And yes, fruit can teach us about decay because the moment the fruit becomes separated from the tree, it starts to return itself to the ethers, molecule by molecule. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And yeah, we are that. But if we want to live in a society where people don't feed off each other, and I say this having full awareness of a period of time where I was coming to understand that because I was eating meat, because I was vampirically taking like that, I also was under attack on a spiritual level, but in the physical realm, these things transpired. You are what you eat. So if you eat meat, that's fair game because universal law dictates that it must be this way. You only get what you give. So the epiphany I had was, I love animals, but really, really, really love all creatures of this creation, every single one. And do you know what? I actually know what love is. I actually know what it means. All animals, and I count all humans in that number, are my friends. There is not one of them that I would consider chewing up and digesting, especially not the humans though, because so yeah, no labels. I'm not this or that. I am a feeling, sensible soul. Aligning to a core truth, which is breaking apart every aspect of my life, tearing it down to be built from scratch with new eyes. I'm just feeling into the implications of the knowledge of thinking about how many animals have been brought through a portal into life just to be ending up on someone's plate with a fat, ungrateful human cunt. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Anyway, ready for big change in this earth.